So we're recording. Go for it, Steph.
All right, guys. So tonight we're going to talk about curiosity marketing. So I know we talk about it, but I want to make sure to kind of like give the definition of what it is because, when you hear this lingo, like I came from a marketing background. I have my master's in marketing. Not that that makes me anything special, but curiosity marketing is basically building curiosity through. Oh, look at all these people jumping on.
I know.
Shoot.
We got a big old team call tonight, folks.
I know. To make sure people take a video and you tag me because I'm on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so curiosity marketing, if you don't know what it is marketing yourself and the products in a way that people are asking questions, that you're not giving away all the goodies to begin with. So you're saying, like we say our go-go juice, or Kristen had a really cute one, her motion potion, or no excuse juice. We're not saying energize. We're not saying recover. We're not saying Shakeology. We're not saying, 21-day fix, morning meltdown 100. Like, we don't want to say those things when we're speaking about it. And it's not because they're shitty products, because they're not. It's because we want people to engage with us and ask us what it is that we're doing. This is a good way for people to ask us questions. Think about yourself as the girl that doesn't give away too much information to people. Like, you're just kind of that person that just like, oh yeah, I live on Long Island. And you're like, people need to say, but where on Long Island do you live? Oh, Nassau County. But where in Nassau County do you live? So it's like, that is a type of curiosity that you want to create through your Instagram story, through your post. In your post, we should never be saying any names. The only name you should be saying is your own. That's it. Hi, I'm Stephanie, and that's it. So it should, anything you ever speak about should never be by name. And if somebody has a question, this is kind of off topic, we always DM or PM that person and talk to them off of that feed, wherever they're commenting or asking questions. So that is what curiosity marketing is. And a great way to leverage that is through your Instagram story, guys. Instagram stories is freaking gold. When Jen and I first started, Instagram stories wasn't a thing, and Facebook was where it was at. And now with Instagram stories, it's like you could talk to everybody. And so it's freaking gold to be able to talk to everybody. Those people who just tune into your story to kind of like creep on what you do, they're wondering what you're doing. They're tuning into your Instagram story because they're interested. I'm sure there's people up top that you kind of see their story and you're like, I don't really care what they're doing. You just kind of go to the next one. So that person who's watching your story wants to know what you're doing. They want to hear about your go-go juice. They want to see what workout you're doing. They want to see everything else that you have going on.
Yeah, I think that's really good. One thing I will say, just like difference of opinion between two people, because obviously we don't run our businesses the same way. During a launch, I do say the name of the program. So I believe that your people probably follow a lot of Beachbody coaches and everybody's talking about Morning Meltdown 100. So I say Morning Meltdown 100 because I want people to know that this new program that I'm talking about is the same new program that all of those other Beachbody coaches are talking about. So during a launch, I will say Morning Meltdown, but Stephanie's right. Like on a general day, like when you're running a general challenge group, the last thing you want to say is join my 80-day obsession, because what's the person going to do? Go Google 80-day obsession. Now, yes, I realize they could do that with Morning Meltdown 100. That's just my personal style. Maybe I lose a client or two, but that's my view. And I think that's a great thing, is that we all get to do what we want with our business. But I want to talk about two things relating to curiosity marketing. So Stephanie talked about how you can do it, but I want to go a little bit more in depth with that. And then I want you guys to think about this, but at the end, I'm going to ask if anybody volunteers to let me go look at their Instagram and give you tips on how you're doing with your curiosity marketing. So think about that. I will not be mean, but I will give you the honest truth. Okay, we already got Katie for one, so there you go. And Nick, look, we're all volunteering. Okay, so the first thing I want to give you is some implementable tools. I feel like curiosity marketing is a really strong suit of mine. So like Steph said, she's got a background in marketing. I studied PR. So we both studied these things in school, and I feel like this was one of the things that they talked about a lot when I was in school, and I don't know if it was just the hot topic of the time or what, but there's so many ways to do curiosity marketing. It's also called breadcrumbing, all of those little terms. It's basically like giving a little bit so that people want more. I got on a call with a challenger in our group, and she goes, so I'm going to assume that stuff isn't actually titled Go-Go Juice. What is it? A challenger who has access to Team Beachbody. But because I picked one name and I stick with it, I can't tell you how many times I've had people go, what is the Go-Go Juice? Or freaking challengers and coaches saying, I'm going to go order Go-Go Juice. They know the name is Energize, but they call it Go-Go Juice because that's what I call it every single day. So while there are lots of cool names out there, my best suggestion for you is to pick one. Pick a name for your product and call it that every day. Because I get it. It's fun to switch between No Excuse Juice, Mom Juice, Unicorn Crack. I don't know. That's what Jatana Jackson calls it. Something unicorn crack something. I don't know. Whatever ones are out there, people aren't going to be able to associate that with, oh, that's what she drinks every morning if you're changing the name every morning. You understand? So like there are a lot of cool ones, but like pick it. Yes, I would love to call it No Excuse Juice. I think that is the coolest thing ever, but like I stuck with Go-Go Juice and now here we are. And I like Go-Go Juice because, you know, it is what it is. But that's my first tip. My second, never show the label. Don't be like, here's my bag of Shakeology. Now, I did see someone today, another coach in our big downline, who like did a boomerang with the bag and was like moving, and you couldn't see. It's not like someone could see the name of it. So that's okay, but you never want to take a picture with like your bag of Shakeology. I watched a video from some coach in the company, and every time she holds her Energize container, she holds it with the nutrition label facing the camera. So silly things like that, because let me tell you, I'm that girl to where if I want to know something, I'm going to go creep somebody's social media and find what I want to find. So you best believe if there's something I can zoom in on, I'm zooming. So like, don't give anybody anything to zoom in on. That being said, I want you to remember you are proud to be a Beachbody coach. I am not saying that you should hide that you are a Beachbody coach. I'm not saying that you should be ashamed of being a Beachbody coach. It's just that you want people to ask you what you do. So like during Summit, you best believe I had Beachbody plastered on my Instagram because I was proud to be there. I was proud to be a Beachbody coach. It's just that you don't, in the everyday, you don't want people Googling, what is Beachbody? And just buying Beachbody. Does that make sense? So like, it's okay to say these things sometimes, but you really just want to be selective about the times that you're using them. Other ways to implement, having it in your story, having your shake, having your recover, having your Energize in your story while you're talking. Just drinking the product, just holding it, showing that you're using it. But you don't have to say, all right, I'm drinking my recover, just finished my workout, and then go on. Just sit there with it. Just have it with you, because that shows that you're using it and that it's a part of your everyday and that you're just not even thinking about it. Does that make sense? Like, you don't always have to say, oh, look at this. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you. That kind of a thing. Any other implementable tips, Steph?
So real quick though, when in one of the, I think it was Flawless Empire, I don't know, it was either Flawless Empire or Dynasty page, somebody had posted asking what people call Energize, and a lot of people actually said that they just flat out call it Energize, and I was like, really?
Do not do that.
No, and I try not to. I try to say, I try to stick with one. I do like the no excuse, like get your ass moving. So I might stick with that. I think I'm going to. But
here's why that happened. And I'm just going to be straight up honest with you guys. We have a phenomenal upline. We are very lucky to be on the team we're on and have the trainings that we have and all of that stuff. I'd love to say that Steph and I are the best upline ever. That's just not true. Our upline, we are only who we are because of the people above us, and they trained us to think this way. So like, thank your lucky stars that we have Lori Miggins.
Yes.
And above Lori Miggins that we have Lindsay Matway, because Lori Miggins and Lindsay Matway have set a lot of things up for us to be able to understand the ins and outs of this business that I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like, for the love of God, please never say energize on your Instagram.
No, I know.
Story.
That's
I
why
will have a heart attack. If I follow all of you on Instagram, and if I ever hear you call it energize, I'm going to rip you up and down a new one. Okay?
I love it. But that's why I was surprised, because there was so many people on, I think it was Flawless Empire, that said they just flat out call it energize or recover, or, you know.
Don't do that. Recover, I just call
Recover.
I just called a recovery shake because I don't think people are smart enough to Google recovery.
And then there's these, so the coaches that spoke at the event that Steph and Amber and I went to, I started following them, and like they were showing the power greens, and like real quick, I mean, you couldn't exactly see, but they said, I don't know if they said they're greens or like they're vegetables, but they actually showed it where you could see if you like paused, like held down the video. So I'm like, there's certain coaches I watch, I'm like, wait, they're flat out talking about what it is.
Yeah, stop following people like that.
No, I know. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying is I feel like I get caught up in the like, oh, well, that person, and I do this all the time with certain girls that are on my team with my downline. Like, oh, she posted that. Maybe I should post that. And just like, I think the best advice I ever received was just like, run your business. I do not follow anyone that is not on these two teams or directly benefiting my business in some way, because I like to, as Be Obsessed or Be Average would say, because I'm obsessed with that book right now, if you're the most successful or the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So I will follow a select few people who I'm look up to, but that's it, guys. Like, do not follow more than 5 like top coaches. It's not worth your time. And we don't need to get into comparison because we talk about that all the time. Go ahead, Steph. I can tell you want to say something.
One thing I will say is that these people, like Katie, you were talking about people from Super Saturday, you need to remember where they are in their business, that literally they just have people coming to them, and that's where they are at in their business. So they don't need to play that curiosity marketing game. Not that it's a game, but just remember where they are, you know? So that's like something that's completely different.
And here's the other thing about Super Saturday. You don't have to be a successful coach to talk at Super Saturday. The people that run my Super Saturday are Emerald coaches. It's not like they're crazy in the business, okay? So, like, it's just, you never know. You never know. What questions do we have before we start to go through Instagram? I'm pulling up Katie first. Go ahead, Anna Marie.
What do y'all have any suggestions for good hydrate names? Because right now I use healthy Gatorade and I hate it.
No, that's what I say. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. What do you say, Steph?
That's what Lori calls it, I think, too.
Not original. Like, I feel like I could come up with something better.
Electrolyte Plus.
What it is.
I like it because that's exactly what it is. Think about all these people who drink Gatorade for their sports when they go. Like, I just think that if I didn't know what it was, I would be intrigued by sugar-free, healthy Gatorade. So, like, that's what I call it. But I don't know.
Or you could say it replaces what you lose from sweat.
Yeah, you could always do, like, you don't have to have, like, a one-word name. You could just, like, describe it every time.
Okay.
Other questions about curiosity marketing?
Another thing when you're talking about Shakeology, please don't ever call it a protein shake, number 1. And number 2, always talk about the nutrition benefits of it, like a nutrition shake, a wellness shake, that the ingredients are all natural. You know, like my followers know I'm a cancer survivor. So for me, I'm always talking about how I won't put anything that is not natural into my body because, I mean, honestly, I'm afraid. So, you know, talk about the benefits of the nutrition from it, as well as how when your body, I always say when your body's fueled properly, it will do what you're asking it to do. Yeah. So if you're looking to lose weight, it's going to lose weight because it's fueled properly. So just make sure when you're talking about Shakeology, we're not calling it a protein shake. Although it does contain protein, it is not a protein shake. Like the other day, I flat out wrote on my story, if you're buying protein shakes, you're wasting your money.
Yeah. The other thing to remember with that is like Steph's a cancer survivor. I have arthritis. Alyssa on our team has some severe gut issues, and Shakeology is like something that the three of us use consistently for those things. So like you talk about how people on your team use it for XYZ. Maybe it doesn't help you with some sort of internal health something, but helps me with my inflammation. Let me tell you. And I have a lowered immune system because of my arthritis medicine, and it helps boost my immune system up to what a regular person's immune system would be. So it's not like it's all that in a bag of chips, but like it's much better than an arthritic patient. So like talk about that. Use other people as examples. Obviously, Shakeology has done things for you too, but don't be afraid to talk about other people on the team. I feel like it's an unspoken rule that like we can use each other as examples. And if you don't like that, tell your coach so we can make sure that no one uses you as an example. But use me as an example all you want. I don't care.
Me too.
Okay, so any other questions before we start going through Instagram? No. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go through, and I'm first going to look at Katie's feed. Looks good. I see Beachbody, but that's because she went to the Super Saturday and she's posting pictures from it, so that's fine. The only thing I wouldn't have done, Katie, is you have the Coach Summit ticket. So maybe have posted a picture of just you and talked about Coach Summit versus posting the actual ticket. But everything else looks good. It shows your life. It shows you working out, shows Emma. That's good. Okay, cool. And on your story, let me go back to the beginning of the day because I watch your story throughout the day. Team call, working out, drinking her coffee in the shower. That's a conversation for another day. There is the Shakeology bag, but you can't see the whole name of the bag, so maybe just be careful about that, but it's not awful. Blending your shake, Steph's crazy dance moves. She's got her commit to fit on here, which is really good, and she has the B100 journal. Can you see that? The B100 journal in the corner. I think that's great. I mean, that shows what program you're doing without saying it. More shake, dinner, workout. She's got it all. Ooh, team call on the ball already with the team calls. Yeah, that's great. That's good. The only thing I would do different is maybe not show the Shakeology bag. Yeah.
So one thing that I know Katie talked for a few slides during her story today, and I just listened to a statistic the other day in like one of those Instagram gurus, is that 70% of people listen to Instagram stories with the sound off. And I'm so guilty of that because either I'm putting the baby to sleep or I'm laying in bed and, Dave is sleeping and I'm like, I just want to watch Instagram stories, but I don't want to be noisy. So what I have found that has actually helped a lot was writing like little captions at the bottom for basically a summary of what you're trying to say has really helped me with people engaging into what I'm saying because they're watching it with the sound off. So if they're watching it with the sound off and you're talking, they're just going to keep going right through. And because they're like, I can't listen anyway, so what's the point? But if you kind of have something on the bottom, they'll know what you're talking about. So that's like something good as well. And I found another good way to keep people's attention if you're going to talk longer than you should is the little the little pictures, the GIFs or whatever. But I really find the text to be super, super helpful. I mean, I'm pretty sure that every single one of you in this call is guilty of listening to your Instagram stories on silent, right?
I don't do that, and it gets me in trouble with my husband, actually.
Well, that's because Jen doesn't have kids.
I don't ever have to. I'm like in my house. I'm not a good example of the situation that we're talking about.
Yeah, even Katie said, yes, I do watch it on silent. I'm sure Nick does too.
So,
maybe it's just us old people.
See, Nick's kind of with me. She said sort of.
Yeah, it depends. It's not all the time. If I'm trying to get Nicholas to sleep, I'll keep it like super, super low. But or if I'm at work and I'm not supposed to be on Instagram stories.
Yeah, so this is also something I've implemented. You'll notice I do this on 90% of my talking stories unless I'm just saying something stupid. But it also has helped me from talking for forever because who wants to sit there and write captions on 12 talking posts. Here's the other thing. People only listen to 3 of them bitches. They don't listen to more than 3. So you think about it this way. When you're going to post it, think about listen to 3 and then the rest of it is wasted air because no one listened to you.
I find it so hard though trying to keep it at 3 because it's like what 15 seconds each.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It really is.
I know you have a lot to say. I know everything that you're saying is valuable, but people are only getting the first 3. So stop. Do yourself a service and stop. Because let me tell you, if you do the invite on the 11th, no chance.
Yeah.
No chance anybody has listened to anything you have said the past 6. And they're not going to answer your poll. They're not going to put their email. They're not going to answer the slidey poll because they don't know what you're inviting them to because they stopped listening.
Yeah.
If you look at the morning, or what it was, the Take Back Your Morning marketing plan thing I made, I literally wrote that on there. Do not talk for more than 3 slides.
And it's so hard. Like you really, I'd rather put my Instagram story on hands-free and record it there so I can watch as it's going. So I can like, all right, blah, 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 bye. Have a good day.
That's what I do.
I do
Like,
the
I
same
kind
thing.
of quickly.
Yeah. Hands-free will only let you record 4.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I have been a little bit guilty of doing 4 because I do.
Yeah.
hands-free and
I did 4 before.
Yeah. But the statistic is 3. So if you can stick to 3, stick to 3. 2 ways to do that. Talk faster. Probably not the best way. I already talk fast as crap. 2,
Yeah.
cut the crap.
That's funny though. For you being like south of New York.
Ooh, people here talk fast and they have the southern accent. It's really hard to understand them. Listen, the first time my husband told me where he was from, I literally had to ask him 4 times because I did not understand. Y'all have never heard my husband talk. We'll have to get him on a phone call one day.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Another thing I will say about Curiosity is marketing is just don't use Beachbody stuff. Use like, okay, I have a wedding to go to on Saturday. What dress should I wear? And then people are going to come back to see what dress you wore to that wedding. Or, things like that. Mom stuff you could also do. Or, a lot of people love giving their opinion. They love giving their opinion to tell you what dress they like or to tell you, anything else that you would have a question about that's not health and fitness related. They love giving you their opinion.
Yeah.
And that's another great way to be able to message them afterwards. Like, hey girl, thanks so much for for voting on my poll. I actually ended up wearing the pink dress. And you don't send them that invite right away, but you're at least engaging with them.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it, but before we went to Summit, I put a picture on my Instagram story of this red dress that I was going to wear to closing ceremonies. And then I didn't wear it to closing ceremonies because I couldn't wear the heels that I needed to wear with it because I was having a bad arthritis day. I got so...
That dress was amazing.
Yeah, I know. I'm seriously still pissed off about it, but it's fine. I got so many messages like, oh my God, that dress looks so good on you. I hate that you couldn't wear it. Like, yeah, that's not an invite. That's not doing anything for my business, but it is having people engage with me. And now my stories are going to pop up more in their beginning of their stories because they're responding to me. So that's a really good point that Steph made. Like, do polls like that. I used to get Stitch Fix boxes, and I would say, like, keep or return, and I would have people help me pick what I would keep out of my Stitch Fix box. That kind of stuff. Okay? All right, who wants to go next from the Instagram overall? Anna Marie? Perfecto. Also, if you have any questions. All right, let's see. So first on Anna Marie's feed, looks good, has her MM100 book, but that doesn't say anything about MM100, so if you don't, like, that's fine. People might ask you, hey, what's that book? What are you committing to 100? Workout. She's got a tank top on that says 21 Day Fix Extreme. I think that's fine. Like, people, like, I don't see a problem with that. That is like stuff that Beachbody gives us. It's a workout tank top, whatever. But like, I don't know. Steph, do you think that's a problem? I think that's fine.
No, it's not a problem because she's not like, hey, look at my tank top or.
Yeah.
you know, if you're like Jen said before, you just like throw things in there. Like if you're saying I'm working and you put a beach bar by your computer, that's just like throwing it in nonchalantly, and people are gonna be like, oh, what is she eating?
Yeah. Yeah. Anna Marie did a giveaway of beach bars, so I think that in this sense, this is a good picture because you want people to know what they're getting. She gave away a box of beach bars.
Yeah,
But
I need
obviously,
to do something like that.
yeah, obviously she's not gonna like post this just to be like, hey, I'm gonna eat my favorite bar. I mean, like, her cat and her in her classroom, friends. Your feet looks good. Got an amazing filter. Where did you get that? So pretty. Love it.
One of the things that I will also say is when you're putting posts up, you need to think about who you're talking about. There's talking to. There should be only one person that you're talking to, your ideal client. And you need to define who your ideal client is. Like we all have different ideal clients. You know, Jen's ideal client is very different from mine. So when you're posting and you're speaking to your Instagram story, you want that person to get all the feels and feel like you're talking to them.
Yeah. Another thing is, like, I feel like I have multiple different types of clients. Like, I'll speak to arthritis people. I'll talk to college grads. I'll talk to newly married people. I feel like there's different people. And another thing a good thing that I heard at Summit is, like, if you have something you want to say to someone, like you're sick and tired of someone giving you an excuse, talk about that in your Instagram story. Talk about, you know, my number one excuse that I get is XYZ. Don't call the person out. Don't say this person gave me this excuse, but make them feel it. Make them feel like, oh man, that's me. Like today, a coach friend of mine knows that I've had a bad 3 or 4 days. And in her Instagram story today, she was like, you know what? If you had a bad last few days, like, get over it. Your week starts now. And I messaged her and I was like, all the feels. She was like, I was thinking about you when I said that. So if you notice that someone that you have been thinking about asking to join you or has been thinking about it is going through something, relate what you're doing to that problem and how what you're doing could help that problem in your stories. Talk directly to that person, not actually directly. Please do not call that person out or tag them in your Instagram story, but you know what I mean. Yeah? Okay, so we have 8 minutes left. What questions do we have? Hit me with all the questions. Nothing? 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 Do we want to end our call with recognition? Do we want nothing? Okay, cool. So we'll do recognition and not just like run through it like we do. We can actually let people talk versus we at the end of I feel like we're always like 10 seconds, go, 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 go. So I'm going to shout out Anna Marie, Taylor, and Alyssa and Samaria, even though she can't come this weekend. We are all getting together to take some team picks, and I'm super pumped about it, and I'm proud of you guys for going out of your way, taking time, coming from Boone. Samaria, really, I appreciate you trying to figure out and get it to work. We're going to plan something else soon, I promise. But shout out to you guys for taking that step and planning this photo shoot with me. Somebody else go.
Shout out to Girl Katie because we finally got together. We've been trying to get it together for like, 3 weeks now? Anyways, we finally freaking sat down and got together and worked for this call, and it was great.
Yay!
It was amazing. I know. Shout out to Anna Marie for that. Shout out to Nicole for texting me, telling me I need to light a fire under her ass because, girl, you got a package come tomorrow. Your fire is about to be lit. I'm telling you. I got your back. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get it going.
Love it. Who else?
I want to shout out Anna Marie for doubling up 2 days in a row before we started teaching because that's like intense to do, and she killed it to get back on track. So that was awesome.
Crushing it, crushing it.
What you gotta do?
Anybody else? All right. Well, I just want all of you to know, I know this free group. Well, raise your hand if you are a little overwhelmed with running a free group by yourself. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for your honesty. Okay, cool. I know that it probably seems like a lot, but Steph and I really tried to do everything
To make it easy.
possible to make it as easy as possible for you guys.
I need to print it out because I'm like looking at it on my phone. I'm like, yeah, no, I need it like physically, like physical paper in my hand. So I'm gonna print out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here's why I keep asking you guys. I'm not trying to be that annoying person that's like micromanaging you, but the reason I want to know when you're running your group is because I want to make sure you're following the marketing plan. When I tell you I sat at my computer for an hour and made that bitch, I'm telling you that's what I did. And I really want you to use it. I firmly believe if you follow the marketing plan, you will have people. Okay. So, thanks, Kristen. You're welcome.
Yeah, well, Anna Marie and I were talking, which we're going to have a team call tomorrow with Sam, and we're going to discuss more things.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah. So,
Great. And you guys are our group of 3. Sorry, it just kind of worked out that way.
oh, that makes life easier.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about really quick, since we have 5 minutes, I'm just going to keep talking to you and use all my time. Make you be with me for 45 minutes. Don't be too upset about it. Promo codes. Here's what's going to happen. All right. Everybody, the minute you get off this call, is going to grab a piece of paper. You're going to number your piece of paper, however many promo codes you have. I have 15 promo codes because I don't have 5 accounts.
Well, I
have an account. Aaron has an account. My mom has an account. Aaron's mom has an account. And I just make everybody send me their promo codes. I want you to number. I have it written like Jennifer, number 1, number 2, number 3. Aaron, number 1, number 2, number 3. Mostly so I can keep track of what promo codes I'm using. I want you to write it down, put it up on your wall wherever you look at it every day, and tell yourself this month you're going to fill that whole piece of paper up and you're going to use all those promo codes. I don't care if you have never had a Success Club point in your life. I don't care if you've only had 1 Success Club point. I don't care if you have had 0 people sign up. You are going to use all your promo codes because you're going to help people this month. I don't care about Success Club. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Success Club 5, Success Club 10. I'm talking about helping people get started on their health and wellness journey. I know it's scary. I know when you've been told no a million times, it's so easy to give up. But do not give up. If you're going to be successful, this is the month you're going to be successful. So you learned last month that just because you have $10 off doesn't mean people are going to jump and bite at the bullet to sign up. $10 off, it's still expensive. I want you to look at that piece of paper every single day until it is full of names of people who have used promo codes. What, Katie?
I've been saying, like, especially with MM100, because I'm, trying to promote that right now because it's $20 off challenge packs. I've been saying $30 off.
Yeah.
Because technically it is, because you're getting $20 off a challenge pack and then the extra $10. So that's how I got my challenger, Carissa, who she was under me with just BOD. And then she wanted MM100. So I told her and I explained everything. I broke it all down.
Yeah.
And, I was like, because she wanted to do 6 months of BOD, then 6 months again. I'm like, you're spending too much money on BOD. I'm like, I'm not trying, you're not, and I told her flat, I'm like, I'm not looking to make money off of you. This is not like, I'm trying to give you the best deal and save you money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, you're getting Shakeology basically for free.
Yeah, no.
Shakeology alone is $131 as a regular customer. I threw out to her as being a coach. I asked her, I'm like, are you interested? I'm like, no worries. And, right now she's not with work. I said, you know what? I totally get that. And I never brought it up again.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not being hard on you guys because I want you to hit Success Club. Yeah, that's great. Whatever. I'm being hard on you guys because I want you to feel what success feels like and helping someone feels like in the challenge group. You should all use at least 3 promo codes that you have under your account. Taylor, you have 6. Anna Marie, you have 6. I know you have 6. I see you're in my downline. I know. So use them. Use them. I know it's scary, but you can do it. Okay? You can all do it. Reach out to your coach. Send screenshots. We'll help you with messages. We will help you whatever you need. We just want you to be successful. We want you to help people. We want you to get people in our challenge group. Because the challenge group's only fun if there's people in it. So that's my tough love. It's not even tough love. That's my I believe in you speech for tonight. We have less than a minute. It's going to kick us off. I love you all. Okay. Let's all, Taylor's going to take a picture. Everybody smile. Oh, she took it already. Yay. Okay, cool. Well, I will see all of you beautiful faces next week. I look forward to talking to you in the free group message. And yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.